Starting off round 3 here, we're on hole 2. I'm John DeBois and I'm here with Steve Brinster. Steve Brinster has the box. Steve's got a putter in his hand. Basically what he's trying to do here is just throw a soft Danny, get it down low so it doesn't scoot past into the field.
I hate when it scoots.
Good shot, Steve.
Yeah, it's good for players to come in a little short. As you can see, the greens are real fast. Too much speed and you can end up out in the field with no putt. That looks like right where Kenny's going.
This could be a tough putt for Ken.
Looks like Brian's going to go thumber here. Unusual route. Bit unlucky there. Kicks back. He's going to have to settle for par. Nate with a nice deuce putt. He cards a 2. Hole 3 is one of the most demanding holes on the course. It's a big anhyzer shot. When the winds are up, players just want to stay in bounds. Anything near the pin with a chance for 2 is going to be a great shot.
That's a great Annie, nice and safe. It's going to go just past the crest and leave for a putt.
With the dominant tailwind today, players really need to make sure that they turn the disc on this hole.
OB Road lining the entire left side of the fairway.
This is one of those holes you could take a 5 or a 2 on.
Can you take a 4 sometimes?
Of course.
How about a 3?
Maybe.
Jay Redding with the upshot, making a strong bid. It's going to be a little bit long. Nice shot, Jay.
Hoffman from about 100. Oh, that's from downtown.
Mike Hoffman just got married last week, still celebrating his honeymoon.
That's one of the best putts of the tournament right there. Nate Doss from about 45 feet, dead center, a little low.
Ken Climo, 35-footer for the lone deuce on his card. Great putt, Ken.
Hole 4 is a pretty routine hyzer shot. It measures 364 feet. Players want to just make sure they get around the cedar trees and get up there for a putt.
Mike Hoffman on the box, throwing a strong drive, powerful, right under the basket. Great shot, Mike.
I think he hit the pole there. That was a nice shot.
Matt Orum getting freak nasty. Beautiful. That'll also be right under the basket.
He's going to be up there for a pretty easy 2.
Avery's going to go a little bit long here. Clean shot. He's going to leave himself with about a 20-footer. Good shot, Avery.
Barry Schultz leaves himself a little wide. He's going to have to make about a 25-footer from the tree line. Avery rushed that putt a little bit. Oh! Avery stung by a bee? A couple of the players scrambling right there, trying to get out of the way. Bee's nest in the ground. Not a good scene near a basket. Hole 4 lead card. Kenny coming off a real nice 2. Easy hyzer shot for the 11-time champ. But he hits the tree. At least it came out.
Nate Doss, sponsored by Discraft. Beautiful shot.
Looks like that almost aced.
Dave Feldberg on the tee, throwing a clean hyzer.
Dave playing some very steady golf. Got up there for a putt. Oh, a little roll, and he's got a drop in.
Stevie Q Brinster on the tee, throwing some Innovaplastic. He's on team champion. He knows what he's doing. This is a little long, a little to the right. It's going to leave him with about a 40-footer. Schweberger.
Brian Schweberger pulls out his Firebird. Brings it a little wide. Hyzer in back. He's going to be up there for about a 25-footer.
Brinster for the jumper. Little left.
Nate Doss riding good putting skills all the way.
Brian Schweberger cans the birdie.
Hole 5's a wooded left to right hole. Most players aren't going to get too close to this pin. Players really just want to try and get up there for a putt for a possible 3.
Matthew Orum going wide. Nice and safe. Setting up nice for a 3.
Avery Jenkins got a little high. Kicks out there. He might be OB.
Avery Jenkins disgusted right now after getting stung by the bee.
Barry Schultz, this is a textbook drive right there. He's going to have about a 50-foot putt and was never in any kind of trouble.
The Yeti, the Flicky, pureed. Beautiful shot, Jay. Great camera work here by a camera person. Here we see Avery Jenkins didn't quite go OB, but he might as well have. It's ugly down there.
It's evident that he didn't respond to that bee sting so well. A nice shot there. Gets up there for a putt, but he's still about 30 feet.
Hoffman flick up shot. Trouble, leaving him with a 50-footer. Barry with the bid for 2. Oh, just short for the tap-in 3.
Avery from 30 to save 4. That's a nice putt. Nate Doss. I saw him going inside route on this. This gets you a little better chance at a birdie, but it's very high risk. But he just fillets that drive.
Close your eyes, kids. Dave Feldberg's about to get freaky. Up and over the top. Nasty, Dave.
Very risky shot. Only a couple players trying that. Another one of them, Brian Schweberger.
Schweberger knows what he's doing. Oh, wait a second. That hit the top and fell right down.
He's in a tough spot there, John. Ken Climo barely clipping one of the inside trees. Gets a bad kick. He's hoping to save par here.
Steve going for a similar route. Oh, but he clips a tree. He's going to be just a little short.
Brian Schweberger going for the thumb hook roller here. Seldom seen, but hits a rock. Second shot. Got up there for a putt. He's got a little work to do.
Brinster with the cleanie up and over the hill. He's got his 3.
Pretty fortunate spot there for Dave Feldberg. He's got an easy up and down.
Oh, and Nate, it bounces off the tree, hits the cage. No good.
Kenny for 3. When only 2 players to bogey it in the top 10. Hole 6, long or short, players really want to try and just throw a straight shot. The natural grade of the hill will really work the disc down to the pin. This is a very fast green.
Matthew Orum grooving it, likes it. Little body English there. That'll do just fine for the deuce for him. Good shot, Matt.
Putting on this hole is very treacherous. Players leave this shot short, they're going to be left with a tough decision whether to go for it or not.
Yeti, smooth, controlled. Should have a deuce putt.
I guess if you get that close, the decisions are easy. Hoffman pulls it a little right. He's going to look to try and get up and down from there.
Avery trying to battle back from the tough hole 5, and I think he's done okay here.
Good look at the fast green here. Hoffman lays up.
Barry for deuce. Oh, just a little high off the top. He'll have to settle for 3.
Yeti with a nice 2.
Now back to the lead card. Nate Doss, a little bit to the right. He'll have a tough putt from there. It's going to leave him with about a 35-footer downhill.
Dave Feldberg, a little early. Puts a move on it. It looks like it got through. He may have a putt.
Brinster, straight up the gut. That's going to be within 15. He's got that putt all day.
Brian Schweberger. Wow, this looks good. He may have a chance to go in. What do you think, Bri?
Nice, Bri.
Oh, I think he liked it.
Climo on the box, throwing a little soft. That's going to be a little left. That's going to be short. Tough upshot from there.
That got away from him a little bit. He's going to have a tough par putt.
Feldberg trying for the deuce, and wait, he's got it!
Wow, that's aggressive play.
Nate Doss, oh, just off the top. Climo misses the par save. He's going to take a 4 on the short hole 6.
Both Schweberger and Brinster missed the putt on that hole.
Wait, Brinster missed that one? He was like 10 feet away.
I missed it. Just like many holes at Warwick, hole 7 long to short gives the players a couple different options. Playing the hyzer shot leaves you about a 50-foot putt. It's the more conservative route, but it's a tough 2. If you take the left route or the Anheuser route, it is an aggressive route, but it gives a player a good chance to get all the way to the pin for an easy 2 putt.
Here we have Matt Orum going hyzer out. He's going to hit the hill and roll down, leaving him with a tough putt uphill. Jay Yeti with the cleanie, landing high on the hill, again rolling down. Here we'll see Avery trying for the Anheuser out. He hugs it tight. That's going to be some trouble.
He shows you exactly why going Anheuser's a little more aggressive, but Barry just pures that shot. That's an easy 2 from there.
Hoffman going flicky poo. Oh, it kicks a tree. It's going to be a tough putt.
Avery out of some trouble. A nice flick. Looks like he's going to save par.
Hoffman again left with a 50-60 footer. He's taking another 3.
This is the typical putt you're going to see players with playing the Heiser shot.
Yeti cans one from down below.
Avery with 30-footer with the death putt behind.
Brinster on the box on the lead card. Going Annie route. Flawless. That'll leave him with the 25-footer. Brian Schweberger, master of the thumber, trying to go Annie route with the thumber. A little aggressive. He's going to leave himself with a tough upshot here.
Oh, it's rolling. You're going to see a lot of discs roll down this hill. It stopped, so he has a chance to save par still.
Feldberg, from a typical Heiser spot, nails it. Feldberg is on fire. Great putt, Dave.
Feldberg with another 45-footer. He is putting great.
Brinster for birdie, just short. Good bid, Steve.
Hole 8, long to short, is one of the tougher holes on the course. Not too many players are going to get up there for birdie, and the players that try to are often going to take a bogey or worse.
Here, Yeti and Barry have seemed to get through okay.
Getting up there for a 50-footer is good on this hole.
Matt Orum's going to struggle here a little bit. He's going to hug it a little close, maybe get a bad kick. He's not going to be happy with that one. Avery struggling. It's a tight gap to get through. Oh, that is not where you want to be. Hitting first available generally doesn't result in a good score.
That makes for a long hole.
Gotta hug it tight, but not that tight. Hoffman's already sitting 3, and he's not halfway up the fairway.
That's going to leave him a tough putt. He's going to be putting for 4.
Jenkins continues to struggle here. Flicky poo out of the woods. That's going to hit a tree.
It seems like everyone's struggling on this hole. Taking a 3 here looks like you're getting a stroke on a bunch of people. Hoffman chains out for his 4.
Oh, just short.
Orum for his 3. That's good. Avery.
Back to the lead card. Dave Feldberg has the box. Feldberg continues to play well, leaving himself with another deuce opportunity. Doss with the Avenger.
Takes the inside gap. If he gets a good skip here, he's going to be up there for that 50-footer we were talking about.
Brinster appears to have hit the gap, but oh, he's not happy with it.
Climo throwing his Wraith. Little right. He's going to have a chance to get up and down for 3.
Schweberger rocking some yellow plastic. Well, he's going to have a jumper from there. Will he hit it? It's going to be just a little right. Good bid, Brian.
Sally. Nate Doss from about 50 feet.
Come on, Dave, for the kids. Oh, left side. Here we are at hole 9. Players are going to try to throw a pretty stable disc right up the gut. It's going to fade out a little bit to the left.
Hole 9 is 375 feet. This is a great opportunity for the players to pick up an extra bird before they go to the very tough back 9. Matt Orum throws a nice shot here. He's up there for a putt.
Redding's going to puree this one, giving him a good chance for 2. It's going to be about 30 feet.
Getting close to this pin is crucial. A lot of times winds are ripping up this hill, and it makes for very tough putts.
This is one of the most scenic holes on the course. Great view of Warwick from the basket. Hoffman's going to throw a cleanie. He'll be just fine. And folks, that is not a cart path because there is no cart paths in disc golf, believe me.
Yeti from downtown. Hoffman 4 is 2. That's a nice putt.
Birdie fest. Oh, but one slips out left side, and Orum is not happy with the result.
Sorry, Matt.
He was robbed. He was robbed, I say.
What kind of baskets are those? Dave checking out the tee here. This is a good opportunity for him to pull ahead. Let's see what he can do.
Feldberg's rocking it strong style. He's going to be a little right. It's going to be about a 70-footer from there. Tough putt. Nate Doss, current world champion going into this event.
Right up the middle. Got by that tree. He's going to have a putt.
Now, Steve, what were you thinking on this hole? Were you thinking what would DeBois do?
No, not at all. I was thinking I need a birdie.
Well, that just so happens to be what I was thinking, so perhaps you were thinking what I was thinking. Climo. Oh, but he's a little left. It's going to be a tough putt from there.
Schweberger looking to get back on track here. He struggled a little bit. And, Brian, it's first available. He's having some tough times.
Brian, whenever I'm feeling down, I generally like to sing a song. Perhaps you can try it sometime.
What? Oh, I didn't see that tree there.
That is not going to be close enough for par. He's not his usual self. Let's see if he can get back on track.
Climo again will have to settle for 3.
Hole 10's a nice left to right shot. Most players are going to be throwing a mid-range that just turns over. Once it crests the hill, the disc does the rest of the work.
Sounds like it is pretty tricky, Steve. What do you generally throw on a hole like this?
I'm throwing an understable rock, just trying to throw it flat, let the disc do the work. After it gets over the hill, hopefully it gets all the way down to the pin.
Here we see a second option for Mike Hoffman with the flick shot, but it's going to be a little low, a little left. Tough upshot from there.
It's pretty far for the sidearm, but the Anheuser really just has a better angle on the gap. Anybody that's caught up top is stuck with a tough upshot. They got to navigate down the hill with some wind in the slope, and it's not an easy up and down.
Hoffman looking for some magic. He'll take a 3 there. Good shot, Mike.
Approaches from the top of the hill are sometimes tough when the wind is up.
Avery loving it. It's all good, brother. Back to the lead card. Nate purees one. Oh, he's going to have a 2 job on this one. Good job, Nate.
That was a great comet shot. Nice move, Nate.
Steve throwing that beat rock, but he's put a little too much ante on it. Maybe that wind pushed it down a little. Cut him down a little early. He's going to have about a 65, 70 footer.
Looks like Dave left us a little left. Yep, caught the big tree.
Climo, soft and gentle. It's turning, it's turning, it's turning. It's done its job. He's out. All he has to do is hit a 60-footer.
I don't know what you're looking at, Schweb. There's no hole up there. No, there isn't, buddy.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Okay.
Going with the more conventional safe backhand. Excellent choice, Brian. You chose wisely. Oh, but he's stopped by a tree. Feldberg struggling. That was his second shot. Now he's left with a tough upshot for 3. Here, Feldberg's going to try to save par with the beautiful shot. Oh, but it's just short. Feldberg taking a bogey on hole 10. Brinster with a 65-footer releases a cleanie, but it's, a little to the right.
Nice bid, Steve. Nate Doss for 2.
Excellent job, Doss.
Hole 11 is going to see a lot of hyzer shots today. Most players are going to go up over the top. We see Matt Orum here going underneath. A lot of birdie opportunities here.
And he'll get his deuce from there. We did have one ace in round 1 on this same layout. Mike Hoffman went up the gut with the flick.
Nice shot, man.
Doss up and over, leaving himself with about 40 feet. This is my favorite player in all of the PDGA. Not just because he's sitting here next to me, because I think he's a really swell person overall. And he parks it. Excellent job, brother man. Climo, following Brinster's lead, up and over the top. He'll also have a birdie putt. Schweberger up and over the top. Almost an ace. Park job. Birdie fest here at hole 11 at Warwick, round 3. But Feldberg wasn't invited to the party because he's a little right. No birdie for Feldberg, but he'll have to settle for 3. It's okay. He's in the lead. He's doing just fine. Doss with the 2 bid from about 40 out. He's going to be a little short. He's taking a 3.
Can he get him back on track with a nice 25-footer?
Stevie cleans up.
Hole 12 is a very deceiving hole. Players really need to play this more to the right than they think. A lot of players are going to have the tendency to end up to the left and skip by, and they have to really watch that they don't roll away.
Here we see Matt Orum doing just that. Landing roughly pin high, but skipping right past. Barry's going to do the same. Great drive and past.
This shot's a lot about speed control.
Hoffman, he would probably try to go flick here if he could, but it's a little right to left he can't. He's going backhand, and he's done a great job, leaving him with a deuce putt. Avery, smooth, powerful. Left himself with a 15-footer. He's got that pretty much all the time. Yeti Redding, ooh, that's going to be a little short. That's not going to be twoable. He's hoping for a 3 right now through the tough rough. Good out, Jay. Flicky poo. Here, Barry trying for the aggressive 2-run. Oh, he hits basket and chains, but he's taking a 3. Avery misses a 15-footer. In order to keep it safe, you have to go right, and Steve does just that. Super safe. Kenny's going to hug this a little tight. He's going to go a little long. He's going to leave himself with a 40-footer. Tough birdie.
It's a tough putt from there.
Brian's played this course before, but oh, that's a little short. Downhill putt.
You know, that's one of those tough spots where it's really hard to commit to a putt.
Doss representing the West Coast.
I like that.
Throws a great shot. He's going to have a 25-footer.
Again, another one of those downhillers. We're going to have to test some people's nerve.
Our leader in the back of the box for a change. Ooh, he's throwing it short. Tough putt from there.
But that came out and rolled down to the pin. He's left with a 15-footer. Schweberger, that was a nice bid. Good thing I got that number plate.
Climo for birdie. Ooh, left.
Nate Doss!
West side!
Feldberg gets the only 2 on that hole.
Only 2 on hole 12? That's impossible.
Hole 13 requires a lot of power to get up to the pin. It measures 364 feet, but plays closer to 464. For a player to get up to the pin, they're going to risk getting out of this 25-foot gap.
Here we see the top card just piercing it through this gap. It's not as easy as it looks, folks.
Get out of my way, tree.
Tough gap to hit when you're throwing at about 95%. If you go left or right, you're in some deep rough and you're struggling just to save 3.
It's almost an insta-4.
Shot, yeah.
Getting up to this pin almost always requires a little bit of height on the disc. Schweberger got a little bit of that, and he's got a putt.
Doss is also going to get himself within putting range with a powerful drive, strong through the gap. He's got a 35-footer.
This is one of those holes that only the top players in the world are getting to. Another putt from Feldberg from 45. He is on a roll. He's ready to take this one down.
Doss is going to come up a little bit short, but Schweberger will also drop a deuce on this hole. Impressive.
Hole 14, blue to silver, is another one of those tight power shots. It requires a low line hyzer that gets all the way down the rock wall for a possible putt. It measures almost 484 feet.
Matt Orum struggling here, hits an early tree. That's going to be a real tough 3 from there.
Players can get in trouble if they're not careful on this hole. Barry, though, that is just about what you want to see off the tee.
Immaculate drive. He's left himself a 20-footer on a tough hole 14. This is really one of the more scenic holes on the whole course. You're on the top of the mountain here at Warwick, and you have a good overlook of the whole valley.
Jay Redding, that is a good-looking shot. He's got a little more height than the other players. That is the move you want him to take on it.
I see the players here are driving right over the parking lot. Is that parking lot out of bounds?
It sure is. It's really not in play for the top pros, but something to think about.
Avery, strong, powerful, rocking the Huck Lab gear, throwing the Huck Lab stamped disc, and he's put himself within 20. Good drive, Avery.
Coming out of the woods with a cut sidearm roller up to the wall, struggling to make par. Hoffman takes a bogey.
Avery needs to can this for the strong 2, and he's got it.
Barry got very close with that drive. Nice 2. I do smile too, Yeti.
Tap in 2 here at hole 14 is really tough. If you can grab that, you've gained at least a stroke on most of your competitors. Back to the lead card. Dave Feldberg is back on the box.
Dave Feldberg throws a nice shot. He's going to be up there. He's about 50 feet away. Schweberger saw that off a little. He's stuck on the corner. He's going to have to negotiate some tough trees to get up to the green.
Steve, this looks like a tough shot to hit the gap, yet still come back to the left. What would you throw on a shot like this?
I throw a Firebird, but that doesn't always work. I was a little too conservative with that drive. Worried about getting stuck on the corner. Maybe played a little wide.
Now I see Kenny going for the roller here. First Anheuser shot we've seen from one of the top 2 cards. What's your take on that, Steve?
It's a tough shot. It's a little safer. I think it's a little more conservative. And right now, Kenny not playing his greatest. Maybe just wants to get a chance at a 2. Doss a little tight. Does not get around the corner.
Schweberger, after hitting the first trees, left himself with about 250, 300 feet for the tough 3. Not happy with it.
Nate left with only a sidearm here. He needs a skip. He got it. He's left with 25 feet.
Steve, I see that Firebird didn't get back quite as much as you wanted it to. You left yourself with about a 65-footer. Good bid. Nate Doss.
Dave Feldberg for about 60 feet. He is unstoppable today. He's hit just about every single putt.
Excellent job, Feldberg. Climo off the roller, and he's got a birdie. Unconventional route, and he tooed it. Steve, Kenny's our former champion here, and he's been struggling all day. What kind of thoughts do you think are going through his mind right now?
He's a champion. I'm sure he's going to battle through it. Never count out the champ. Hole 15 is one of the easier par 4s in the course. It's also a place where players can take advantage of some of their power and bust out one of their long-distance drivers.
Here, Barry Schultz does just that, throwing it clean through the gap, setting himself up nice for a 3.
He's been throwing that Wraith well all week. Most players are going to take it down the left side. A good drive here leaves you only about 150 feet and is a pretty routine up and down.
Matthew Oramus, grooving one, He'll leave himself with about a 250-foot tough upshot, but I think he's got a 3 from there.
Mike Hoffman, good drive. He's got a chance.
Redding with the strong upshot put himself basically right under the basket. He's got a 3 on the par 4 15th. Orum for the upshot. It's a tough one. He's thrown a clean shot. He'll grab a 3 here. Good job, Matt.
With a good drive on this hole, you're left with only about a 100-foot upshot, but it's not easy.
Feldberg still on the box, back on the lead card.
He really wants to put a good move on this disc. This is a nice shot. That got way up the fairway. That is about a 450-foot drive.
Climo with also a great drive. Steve throwing a shot right into the tree. Oh, don't hit that, Steve. Schweberger. Still strong, putting himself right by Feldberg. He should have a 3 from there.
Flip up. What was that, Nate? Huh?
Steve Stansel Johnson. That's what they call him only today, but it was a good shot, Steve.
Nate Doss from a knee.
Feldberg, our leader, for the bid for 2. Ooh, a little strong. He's going to take a 3. Climo has this putt all day. He hits them from up top regularly. Steve for 3 after the great save. He's left it just a little bit short again. Steve's taking a 4 on hole 15.
Hole 16 is a good bird opportunity for players. I think a lot of people are going to try and throw rollers here and get up there for a 2.
What about the hyzer out, Steve? I notice a lot of people like to bring one out to the right and maybe get close. Any risk involved in that?
There sure is, John. If you get caught up in the early trees, you're going to be left with a very tough 3.
Hoffman here with the flick route. A little unconventional, but he's done a good job getting up close to the basket.
Maybe convinced Avery to throw a flick. Not as successful. But with a good second shot, looks like Avery's going to save his par. Yeti from long range.
Orum's got that putt all day. Great putt, Matt. Taking us to the lead card, Dave Feldberg. Oh, and that's the risk of going that route, those cedars. Luckily, he came down.
Ken going with a roller here. This looks pretty good. Maybe a little hot. He's going to have a putt, though.
Def steamy right there.
Brian also going with the roller. This is the dominant shot on this hole, and you see a lot of players take advantage of the slope with this roller. Nate Doss with the rare roller. A little too much cut.
My tree.
He caught that tree, maybe helped him out there a little, but he's not in Tuville.
Brinster also looking for the roller route. He's throwing it perfectly. He just has one tree to beat and he hits it. Oh, it's going to leave him with a 30-footer, but he threw it well.
Dave from long range again, and what can you say, ladies and gentlemen? He is on fire.
Feldberg, now dishing out smoothies like a smoothie machine. Stand in line, folks.
Kenny's putt from the wall is good. Hole 17's a pretty routine 3 for the top players. Requires a big first drive. If you end up on the right side, you'll have a better look at the pin, but it's pretty easy to get to from about anywhere in the middle of this field. Good stop, son.
Here, Kenny wants a little more time. Disc a little wet. Ain't no thing. Hops right up there. Is that a foot fault, Steve?
No, beyond common belief, the front foot is planted on the tee pad with the back foot already elevated before he releases it. That is a legal throw.
No offense, Kenny. I was just checking.
Brian Schweberger going for the roller.
Hold.
Cut.
Hold.
Cut. Grass is high over on the right side though.
That's a pretty good shot. He ends up on that right side, and he's got a clean look at the pin from there.
Nate West Side Doss.
Ride, honey, ride.
Going backhand, non-roller, airing one out. Cleany.
Oh, yeah.
Brinster's going to throw a mammoth drive here. Oh my God. That's about as deep as you can possibly get on this hole, folks. Excellent drive, Steve. This is Steve Brinster's backyard. He's emptied his bag in this hole near 1,000,000 times.
Hits the putt, a little high, but stays. He's really got it going on right now. Hole 18's one of our signature par 4s. Getting up close to the tree line gives you a good opportunity for a 3. Upshots from there are about 200 feet.
Most upshots here require a low ceiling shot. It can be tricky. Here, Avery manages to get through, setting himself up nice for a 3.
The best drives actually get through this gap, just like Matt's is here. He has a little easier upshot. Looks like he left that a little far to the right side, though.
It's going to be a tough putt from there, but he's got it. It's high and it's in. Nice shot, Matt. Mike Hoffman for 3, and he's got it. Oh, it falls out. Oh, tough break, Mike. Bringing us back to the lead card. Feldberg's on the box.
It's about 385 feet to the gap. Players want to make sure they get left of the Mando tree.
Oh. Oh, left. Thank you. Oh. Oh, like that.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
greasy.
beautiful.
Yeah, I was pretty lucky. Oh no, I forgot about the tree limb.
Puts a lot of hyzer on this one. He's going to work right over the rock wall. Good shot, Nate. Brinster on the box. Throwing a strong, powerful drive. Ooh, not only is he going to pierce the gap, but he's well over the rock wall, leaving himself with a good chance for 3. Schweberger awfully excited about the run down the hill.
Goes with a thumb hook roller here. That's a nice shot. Not too many players using that, and he made it work.
Feldberg, our leader, throwing his upshot right into a tree. It's going to be a tough putt from there, but he's been on all day. I think he might have a chance.
Nate leaving it a little short. Climo in a great spot. Kenny leaving it a little right. Catches the tree. He's left with 30 feet. A little bit of a mistake there.
This is my boy right here. He knows what he's doing. Oh, he's got that putt all day, don't he?
Sure hope so.
Oh, he's going to be a little short.
Nice up, though. Nate Doss! Short.
Ken Climo, member of Team Champion. Good job, Ken. There you go, Steve. Clean putt, center cut. Good job.
Schweberger saving 4.